we are back. Welcome back everybody to another Eurofishing video. I'm Big Bug. Thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you do like what you see, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're new around here and like what you see, why not subscribe? Hit that little bell to help us out. That'd be really cool. So today I want to show you a boss fish that I caught on Manor Farm whilst playing amongst friends. I think it was last week that I captured this footage. It's taken me a little while to get it to you, but I've also become aware of a patch that Dovetail games are releasing. So basically, I want to quickly go through the patch notes before I show you the boss fish. So basically, this is what it reads on their website for the Manor Farm patch or update. So it says, "Hi all, we've recently become aware of an issue in which not all the boss fish were present in our new venue." Now that might explain why a lot of people haven't caught the ghost carp that's in here, or the boss catfish I think was another one that was missing. A lot of people couldn't catch the boss roach or tench or bream or whatever the boss fish was that you was after. I in particular experienced this when someone in one of the communities that I go to said to me, "I put a challenge down for you to catch the roach and bream boss fish," and I thought to myself, this is going to be a piece of cake. And I really did struggle. I went right down to £3.9. I was catching a few roach, but none of the bosses. So it goes on to read, "We have released an update for Steam and Xbox One users that will rectify this issue and fix the issues that is needed. For the PlayStation 4, it is more complicated and still currently being worked on as a matter of urgency. We will update PS4 players as soon as we have more details." So basically they're doing the update for the PC and the Xbox One, but there seems to be some sort of complication for the PlayStation 4, which I don't know about, but there you go. So it goes on to say, "In this update we have also included a few minor changes to the achievements so that they should unlock when you have met the criteria for them." So a lot of people were complaining that they're not getting the achievements, the trophies for catching all the boss fish. I particularly experienced this on the Foundry. I didn't get my trophy for the catfish. I didn't get my trophy for catching all the fish. But anyway, so the full patch notes have been included below. So I'm going to read them to you one by one. So number one, achievements for getting all boss fish on Manor is fixed. So once you get this update, that'll be fixed. So you'll be able to catch the roach, the bream, the tench, the catfish. That's something they've addressed. Number two, achievements for getting all boss fish on Foundry is fixed. Again, I've personally not struggled getting any of the boss fish, but I think after the last update, a lot of the sort of smaller boss fish were harder to catch. Well, they understand that and they fixed it, or they're fixing it if you're a PlayStation user. Achievements for getting a boss fish of all species on Manor is fixed again, so you can catch the roach, the tench, the bream, the carp, whatever. The ghost carp was one in particular that everyone was after, but we couldn't seem to catch it. Another one is achievements for getting the cat boss on Foundry is fixed. Boss fish AI has been improved on Manor Farm Lake, so they've improved that. Missing boss fish from Manor Farm are now in the lake, so again the big ghosty, the cat, etc. Missing boss fish from Angler's Log for Manor Farm are now appearing correctly. So one particular fish in here that I had the problem with was the pretty one, a fish called the pretty one, really nice fish, but it didn't show up in the log where you look at the boss fish. Misnamed fish have been corrected on Manor. So again, misnamed fish, not something I've personally experienced. Misnamed boss fish have been corrected on Foundry. So I think one was called Marley, if I remember rightly, and it should have been called Twinkle Toes or vice versa. Right, Xbox Live Gold prompts no longer pop-ups for silver members. So you guys would know about that if you're on Xbox, about the pop-ups, etc. And users no longer has to catch an additional fish to unlock catch all boss fish achievements, Manor and Foundry. So again, I'd caught all the boss fish, but I didn't get my trophy till a long time after, or certainly until I caught another boss fish. So basically This game is ever evolving, like I've said to everyone before, and I'm a true believer that this game will play completely differently in the next year to what you're seeing now, due to the fact of the hard work of Dovetail Games. They're constantly improving the game and they're working on it as we go, so we need to stay a little bit patient with that if we can. Right, without further ado, let's get on to the lake. So basically I'm using the size 4 IQD rigs on silt. I'm down in the sort of bottom left hand corner, if you like, or as far left on the map as you can. It goes into like a dead end. I'm fishing around about 30 yards out, which seems to be a really good spot. In this corner, 30 to 50 yards seems to be the spot for me. I'm using the new baits also, the Liver Pro, TNT, Royal Marine and Atlantic Heat. They're the sort of baits that I'm going along the lines of, so anything I'm catching are around them baits. We're basically using the 13-foot rods, I think it is, and the big pit reels, and I'm using 18-pound subline. Right, so as you can see here, we're into a few fish, fighting really nicely. I've been catching quite a few sort of 20 and even the 30-pounders, which are awesome. I love catching 30-pound fish that are not boss fish. I just think it's a real good addition to the game. Fighting quite well. We got him into the 8-yard dash, as I like to call it, or as it's sort of famously become known as. A lot of people have taken that on themselves. Yes, he's ready for the net. Awesome. Oh, I got him in the net rather than picking the next one up, but there you go. Look at that, nice common, real nice fish. I love the watery effect on the fish. Let's just quickly chuck him back and get this other rod. He wasn't particularly big. Let's get on rod 2. Come on, wind the slack in. I wish you would wind a bit quicker. Here we go. Right, awesome. We're into another fish straight away, and it has been like this. It's been a constant flow of nice fish. And again, like I said, this is at 30 yards out, so we're not fishing particularly far out. There's no need for me to use the rods I'm using, but I just like a little bit of power. You know, if you see fish at distance or bubbling fish or whatever, then you can cast to them, and that's what I really like. Yes, he's sort of going to, he's sort of hovering around the 37, 38 yards. We're starting to sort of gain some ground on him now. Just again, just keep an eye on your tension. You don't need to go crazy with these fish. Enjoy it for what it is. Don't sort of pump the rod like an absolute nutter. There's no need for it. Just take your time, enjoy the game. Just slowly working back towards us. We've got another run on the other rod as well, so we need to get this one to the net as quick as possible. Just taking our time now. Keep him out of them reeds if we can. It doesn't really make a lot of difference when the fish go towards the reeds. You're not really going to snap up or anything like that, but you know, you sort of put the amount of realism into the game that you want to see. So I like to think, oh, you know, keep him out of the reeds. We don't want to get snapped up, and that's just the way I play the game. Just sort of keeping it real. Just see if we can get this one in. Watch that other rod sort of tearing off as it was. Come on, get in the net. He's doing that 8-yard dash again. He's coming closer. Yes, he's ready for the net. Awesome. Right, we're going to chuck this one straight in the net. See what we got. Why not? I usually go into rest mode. Look at that. A linear. That is lovely. Let's chuck him straight back and get straight back onto this rod number 3. And see what we got here. We need to wind in quite a lot of slack line here. Seems to be the one. Oh, he feels a bit better, this fish. 32, 33 yards, 34. He's really going for it. Nice. That's what I like. I'm just keeping an eye on that reel tension, guys. That's what it's about. We don't want to go too crazy with that reel tension. Just he's out of 46 yards, taking us on a little run. We could be in for a possible boss fish here, guys. Let's see how we get on. Yeah, look, 50 yards. He's setting sail. He's definitely going for it. Nice. That's it, 57, 58 yards. He's really going for it. Come on. In you come. We're not gaining any ground at the moment. And like I say, all these are on size 4 IQD rigs for the silt. And we're using them new baits. That's it, come on. at 60 yards. I started to gain a little bit of ground on him, but I'm not sure what's happening. We're just going to take our time. We're not rushing. We're just going to chill, slowly pull that rod back towards us, keeping the line strain up as much as we can. We don't want to max it out, but that way you're getting maximum pull on the fish that you can. Come on, in you come. 57 yards now, so we gained a few yards. Nothing crazy. Come on. Yeah, he's starting to come back now. Definitely really gaining some ground on him. It's almost like it feels like they sort of swim towards you almost. Feels like a good fish though. It hasn't gone crazy. It's not like run me out to 100 yards or nothing. So I'm beginning to think, is this one of those 30s or is it one of the smaller boss fish? Come on, in you come. He's going to tear me up in the margins for a little while. He's got that slow plod of a boss fish. Sort of when they get into 8 yards, they kind of plod side to side and splash around a little bit. But it seems more meaningful when it's something worthwhile. Come on. Get in. Stay away from them reeds. Keep him out of them reeds. Just keep the pressure on. Adjusting the reel tension as we go. Sort of set route there. It's almost like you found a hole and sat in it and was sulking. Come on. In you come. Don't forget, if you are new around here, why not subscribe? I'd really appreciate that. And if you like what you see, guys, give us a little thumbs up. That would be awesome. Every thumb up really does help. Helps the video get recognised by YouTube, which is what we want, really. Come on, in you come. He's really killing it. He's just don't want to come in. Yes, he's ready. He's ready for the net. Come on, get that net out. Yes, get in the net. Look at that. Look at the size of the head on that fish. What fish could it be? Let's have a look. It's two-tone at £38. There's the boss fish, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Keep an eye on the Project Cars 2 video that's coming. Look after yourselves. Peace.